My name's Abby.
And my name's Emily.
And we decided to do our psych project on introversion versus extroversion and the common misconceptions of it. So extroverts are basically people who are outgoing, and when they hang out with people, they tend to feel more energized and they get their energy from other people, and they like to be the life of the party.
Introversion is basically the opposite of extroversion, and it's a personality type where the person is more inward turning and they focus on internal thoughts, internal moods, and thoughts other than external stimulation like extroverts.
So some comparisons, extroverts tend to like to be with others.
And introverts like to be alone with their own thoughts.
Extroverts like surprises.
And introverts like advance notice for things.
Extroverts tend to act on impulses, so like impulse buys at stores and things like that.
And introverts would rather think things through before they do any impulses.
And extroverts, like I said before, they get their energy from company, not from being by themselves.
And introverts, on the other hand, get their energy from being alone. So in this video that we aren't going to show right now, but basically what happened is they show the same scenario and introverts and extroverts in that scenario and show their reactions, which are different.
So what does it really mean to be an extrovert or introvert? This picture basically shows that introverts keep all their thoughts in their head while extroverts tend to express their ideas, and we're going to go into the misconceptions.
So basically, one of the misconceptions that a lot of people think is that being an extrovert means you're automatically outgoing and being an introvert means you're automatically shy.
So that's really not true. Extroverts don't have to be outgoing and introverts don't have to be shy. Introverts can be outgoing, but what happens is they just feel drained after they're spending time with a lot of people.
And another misconception is that extroverts are afraid to spend time alone and introverts hate parties. And another one is that you're either one or the other. So a lot of people think you can either be an extrovert or an introvert.
So it's possible to be both, but in different situations. So when you're with close friends, you might be an extrovert, but if you're by yourself, you might be an introvert, or with other people, you might be an introvert. And the people that are considered both are called ambiverts.
Another misconception is that introverts are needy, and another is that extroverts constantly talk and never listen to you.
So extroverts do listen to you, it's just talking makes them energized, so it makes them want to express themselves more.
And another misconception is that introverts don't like to go out in public.
So pros and cons, or just pros of being an extrovert. Pros of being an extrovert, extroverts are more spontaneous, they like to be outgoing, they talk to people, they're really good with small talk, and they're considered to be the life of the party.
So introverts have a lot of pros too. Some of those are that they're good listeners, good friends, always loyal, they don't mind spending time by themselves, and they feel complete by themselves. So the question is, can an introvert become an extrovert? And while on the left side you saw, there are definitely pros of being an introvert. In some situations, introverts find themselves wishing they were more extroverted. So yes, there are several things an introvert can do to become an extrovert.
The first step an introvert can take to becoming an extrovert is to know themselves. So basically, if you know your behaviors, you can understand them and change them easier. And being open and receptive means to being open to other behaviors rather than just sitting and accepting that you're just an introvert. You can change yourself if you're open.
So the next step is to observe others, and if you're an introvert and you know people that are extroverts, you can observe their own behavior and kind of learn from them to see how they react in different situations. So that leads to the next step, the last step, which is do the opposite. So if you observed others and understand how they behave, being the opposite from you, then you can change your own behavior and become the you want to be.
And
Thank you.